Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to get on and show you a video of how to get onto the different new apps that we're going to be using this week. If you get on and you click into your C19 distance learning, and then you go into Google Classroom. Once you get into Google Classroom, sorry, I'm using a student's account this time so that I can show you exactly how it will look on your end. So you're just going to see mine here, and then all you're going to do is click the plus button that says join class. You'll hit that, and then the class code for the enrichment class is going to be FR7SOHM. That's going to be the class code, and I'll put that in the directions too, just so you don't have to hurry up and write that down. But that's the code, and it's going to join us in just a second. Yep, okay, so then you're right into the classroom as soon as you load it, and then you'll see that the different activities are here for them to do. And then all you'll do is click classwork, and then it has all the different ones you can do on this side. Miss Stevens is there, Coach Arza and Coach Green, Miss Stanley, Mrs. Velez, and Miss Alfonso for all the different enrichments. And there's also the morning news that they could get on and look at too. So you can play around with that and do as you would like. And that's kind of how you get into the Google Classroom for enrichment. So then it'll always be there. And then when you go back into your classes, you'll still see mine here, and you'll see the enrichment teams there as well. I wanted to show you something I did post today, which is a new assignment, and it's going to be called Social Emotional Learning Activities. This is just something extra for them to do if they would like to. It's not something you have to do. But if you click into it, you're going to see that there's an assignment here on the side. And, oops, I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that just yet. You can read the directions here. I just wrote, hey, friends, here's a link to a daily activity to help with our social emotional learning. If you click the link, please complete one activity a day. This is extra. You don't have to do it, but the activities are pretty fun and they're helpful. So, for example, today you're going to complete day 1 activity. And I'm excited to see all your responses. But what it looks like is you'll click into here, and each student has their own. So like you can type into it. So for example, social emotional learning, day 1 at home. You're just going to click into it. You'll watch the video, and it tells you what to think about and then what to do as your activity. And then the activity will be here. Make a list of all the things that will make you happy. And then you can type right into it. You know, I am happy when I blah, blah, blah. I'm going to erase that since this is one of the students' actual thing. So, okay, so that's one more thing that I added. Let me go back to the stream. So you'll see that. And then if you go into classwork, that's another way to get to it also. And then if you come back here, the way to get to the social studies curriculum that I was talking about is going to be here, the studies weekly. So you'll click studies weekly. And once it loads, you will click the grade level that we are, which is first grade. If it's more helpful to you to have the Spanish version, that is down at the bottom as well, which is really awesome. It will read to them in Spanish or in English. So for example, you'll click into this first grade 1, and then you'll click it again, and it will come up with the different weeks. Now, we have done these in class. Not all of them, but a lot of them we've done in class. They can go back and do the games and the reading and all that stuff again if they want to go back and do extra. But we are going to be starting down here at week 25 of community. So that's where we're going to start at. And you'll just hit continue reading and it will work. It says it's not available yet, but it is. So there's an activity for you guys to be working on for social studies. In Odyssey Rare, we talked about that yesterday, so that should be all covered. I know there's some, bugs that we're trying to figure out. I'm also going to add on there some virtual field trips into the Google Classroom, and that's going to be our science for the remainder of the time. I might add some extra stuff, but for right now, we're going to do Google Slides has virtual field trips. So I'm going to be sending those, and that's going to be in our Google Classroom. That's where you're going to find it. So make sure that you're checking the Google Classroom daily, or as much as you can, just to see any new updates or any new assignments that are being posted. All right, I think that is everything. If you have any questions about any of this, just let me know. Just remember Google Classroom, you hit the add button. That's how you get into enrichment class. Here's Studies Weekly, that's social studies. And then we use Odysseyware and as well as iReady. So those are the 4 main ones that you're going to be using this week. iReady, Studies Weekly, Google Classroom, and Odysseyware, as well as Zoom when I send them, and we'll do different little chats and stuff like that. All right, well, thanks for listening, and I hope to hear from you this week. Thanks, guys.